You are listening to episode 19 of the 3 Count Podcast, the podcast which covers the week's events in the world of wrestling. So let's get started.
This is the 3 Count Podcast with your hosts, Aaron Phelan, Adam Barlow, and Michael Titley.
Hey everybody, Aaron Phelan here with Michael Titley.
Hello.
No Adam today.
No Adam today, the lazy bastard working instead of it.
So welcome to the 3 Count Podcast. If this is your first time listening, then thanks for coming. The 3 Count Podcast is produced every week for your enjoyment and our amusement. So let's get into the show. So we had Monday Night Raw last night. It was
We did. What opening?
the last Raw before Money in the Bank. I was going to say, I bet you enjoyed this opening, didn't you, actually?
I was ready for the Authority to come out. And
I was, actually.
The Authority's coming out, where are they? And Cena came out, I'm like, oh, what a treat.
He did indeed.
But
Go on.
prior to that, we had a bit of a, it was like a sort of a good low blow and then a reward. We had to find out Byron Saxon was on commentary.
Yeah, you're not quite the fan of Byron, are you?
I'm nothing against him, but he's so boring.
He was.
His commentary is a mix of sitting down and listening to his words. That's it. There's nothing about him.
Like he was pretty good on NXT. I've always enjoyed him on NXT. I think it's just you got a bad impression of him the first time he was on Raw.
But he's still really boring.
He wasn't as bad last night as he was last time.
Boring as fuck.
Oh, fair enough. You get your opinion. So, Cena comes out.
Sorry, Byron, if you're listening, but I'm not a fan of you.
So Cena comes out for his US Open Challenge, which was a nice way to kick off Raw. I was looking forward to it.
That's a great promo on.
It does indeed. It wasn't bad. No, it was pretty good. And Kevin Owens.
Cena promo was always good.
Oh, right, yeah, of course. So Kevin Owens interrupts.
Ignorant bastard.
I was pretty excited to see Owens interrupting Cena. So he tries to make it an NXT title open challenge. Cena accepts, but Owens obviously then denied him the chance.
Yeah, what a shithouse.
How did you feel about that? Did you think he was actually going to face him for the title? Or the NXT title?
Cena winning the NXT title would be a bit of a step down, wouldn't it?
It wouldn't be a step down.
What, I'm going on NXT?
It'd be a step up for him.
Yeah, you must be joking. But then he didn't accept, and then it sort of one of the things where, right, Cena went something, and then Kevin Owens went, right, well, we'll let the next person pick what title. I thought, ooh, here comes Mr. Samoa Joe.
Did you think actually that would happen?
Yeah.
I didn't consider that, actually.
And then Neville came out.
He did indeed. I'm not going to lie, I was a bit surprised to see Neville was the one to...
Surprised by the word for me. I thought Zack Ryder would be there before Neville. But then he just went, I think, he's got like the worst Geordie accent ever. He's got a Geordie accent, but it isn't the good kind. It's not a thick Geordie accent.
Well, it's because it's mixed with American now, isn't it?
You can't understand him.
Well, I can.
I can imagine Americans wouldn't understand him if he had a full Geordie accent, though.
Yeah, quite possibly. That's true, because it's quite a thick accent.
But then he comes out and says, yeah, well, I'll go for the NXT. I thought, what do you mean? Are you going for the NXT?
Well, obviously, because he's already faced Cena, so he wants his revenge on Owens, considering Owens was the one that kind of took him out of NXT, so to speak.
Go on, go back to NXT rather than stay on Raw.
Yeah, that's what I'd rather do.
Yeah, he must be mad. He's been put over, like, forever. Why would
He did at the beginning, not so much lately, but last night definitely did put him over, I would say, a lot more with this segment. So, yeah, he accepts the NXT Open Challenge rather than the US Open Challenge. Cena leaves to go on commentary.
What a treat that
I'm not going to lie, I was actually pretty looking forward to that, because I can't remember the last time we ever got Cena on commentary, so I was pretty
And
interested.
then JBL, like, after Mike went, might you swap places with Byron Saxon for a bit? He'll go in the locker room and you do commentary with us.
So anyway, the match begins with Owens and Neville. Cena's on commentary, and one thing I did really enjoy about Cena on commentary, he did like his best to try and put over both Owens and Neville. He did a pretty good job of that. So I did appreciate that from him.
He's pretty good though because he is putting so many people over lately.
Oh, he has.
Owens, Neville, Adam Rose.
He has definitely, like, winning the US title has done great for his career and a lot of other young talents' career, really, as well, because...
It's like everyone was talking enough about Adam Rose, though, but that's the first time people have talked about Adam Rose in like a year. He did him a favour, put him over.
Of course he did, of course he did.
And then maybe Adam Rose looks at the US Challenge soon.
You never know, you never know. I don't really see that happening, but who knows. So, anyway, we got a great match from Owens and Neville. I really... Did you see the... well, obviously you did. The deadlift, like, suplex he did where Neville pits Owens up from the ground.
Brilliant,
that was so awesome. I've seen him do it a few times in NXT and, like,
the strength
on the
to do
Indies.
it to him, though, was unreal.
Exactly, for someone of that size to be able to be picked up by him, it's pretty amazing.
He's got Geordie strength, though, hasn't he?
Geordie strength.
Don't be fighting with them blokes. Brooks.
Geordie Shore, oh god.
No, don't mention that shit. Oh god. Aaron's catchphrase.
Because they're stealing my catchphrases here now, Mike.
I think we need to have a count of how many you say an episode. That'd be a great one. The oh god count.
It would be pretty great. I'm gonna try and not say it tonight, but whether that happens, who knows? I probably will fail. So we had a great back and forth match. Really enjoyed the ending. How it was like Neville keeps struggling to get the win. And then Owens finally got the better of the situation and managed to hit the pop-up powerbomb for the win. Great match. I really enjoyed it. Did you?
Yeah, I enjoyed the match. Yeah, it was okay.
Was you happy to see Owens get the win? Dare I say?
You know what though? If it was someone from NXT or Samoa Joe or something like that.
Yeah.
I'd have thought Owens would have lost because there's no real need to have the the NXT title now.
Fair enough. I mean, obviously Owens is supposed to be defending the title against Balor in Japan in a few weeks, so I would have been surprised to see him lose, to be honest.
It's really weird though because when Kevin Owens first came out, I thought, oh god, if someone's going to pick Cena's one and then Cena's going to lose. But just my luck, as soon as I buy the champion's hair,
it's going to lose it. Imagine if that would have happened.
It would have been a bad feeling.
So anyway, that didn't happen. Neville didn't get the win, but he still looked pretty great in defeat. I'm looking forward to their match, obviously, on Sunday.
Can you call it? I mean, we'll talk more about it, of course, on the pre-show.
Yeah, on the pre-show. But no, like you say, it's very, very difficult to call who's going to win this one, because if you used any logic from like the way Cena's been booked for the past 10 years, you'd say, oh, Cena's definitely winning, but
Cena would have won the first match.
Exactly, this is kind of what I'm thinking. It's like they've had enough faith in Owens to let him get a clean win over Cena in his debut, so... And Cena isn't in the main event scene as much now, so maybe, just maybe, Owens gets the win.
I don't think so.
They're not going to bury him. You can't bury John Cena unless
you
literally bury. He can't literally after how big he's been built up over the past 10 years. It's impossible.
That's what they said about the Undertaker.
What?
I don't know. I'm just saying this now. I was thinking of the streak, and then that came out.
Shall we swiftly move on?
We'll swiftly cut that out. So was it Seth Rollins next?
What match?
No, with he was talking to.
Oh, backstage, you mean the session?
Yeah.
We had the backstage promo about Ambrose running and taking pictures with the title. I want to say about this is actually a really great use of social media that they've actually done for once. Like, obviously, I know I didn't watch live, but for people watching live, it's a great way for them to, go onto Instagram and stuff and check the feed all night, see what Ambrose is doing with the title.
Did you think, though, that why went on Dean Ambrose's account rather than the WWE's account?
That is a fair point, but does Ambrose have an Instagram?
Yeah, but it's not hard to make him one. If they made him one and published that on the show, everyone, it'd have the same difference, wouldn't it?
They probably thought
still go to it.
It can be seen by more eyes, though, if it's on WWE's account. Like, if
if
Ambrose just set up
live,
an account,
you'd go and follow him, wouldn't you, straight away?
True, but...
And since it's a new account, you want to follow it even more.
Well, fair enough, I suppose. But why they didn't do that, I suppose we won't know. But it was a great way to get traffic to their social media sites. It was a great use of social media. I think they should do more things like that in the future because it both aids the story and, like we say, gets some traffic on the social media channels, which they love to
brag about.
Yeah, definitely. I've lost count of how many times last night they actually went over the statistics of how many followers they've got and all that stuff.
It's like when the network came out and it was like, no.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
like, it had that feel to it.
Yeah, they was
But,
going
just
pretty
taking the piss.
over the top with it last night, but I suppose it is what it is. They're proud of it. Why not be?
Yeah, I would be if I had that many followers.
So anyway, like we said, we had this promo with Rollins backstage. He was kind of kissing up to Steph and Triple H, and they tell him basically he can take on Ambrose by himself, just like he said, and they set up a match for him later in the night where he gets to
pick
choose
his poison.
He did indeed get to pick his poison. We'll find out later on who that was indeed. So then
Did we have Paige next?
Yeah, we had Renee.
Well, not Paige, obviously.
Well, yeah, she was interviewing Nikki Bella about Paige. Basically, then we find out that Nikki Bella's having a Divas title defense against Summer Rae tonight.
Was it Dio's title defense, that?
Was it? No, it wasn't actually. I thought it was. No. I was thinking. I've got open challenges stuck in my head. I was thinking it was. No,
I must have missed something.
No. You are right. It wasn't.
Didn't fall asleep, did I?
It's not hard to, though, is it? Watching Raw sometimes. Oof. So
you're such a hater.
I've not hated on anything yet. I've been pretty positive about it.
That was sort of a hate and dig, though.
I was just talking in general, though. I wasn't saying anything specifically. But anyway.
Still, you said it.
Well, I might have a bit of a moan about this one.
Here it comes, everyone. Get ready for the Aaron Phelan hating session.
No,
it's not about John Cena this week, so we're in for a treat.
I've not moaned about Cena for a while now.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, it is good. So we got Nikki Bella defeated Summer Rae in a very quick match. Wasn't anything too special. I saw Nikki go on Twitter. I can't remember the exact tweet unless you wanted to pull it up. She basically had a slight dig at Creative for not giving her long in a match, like 3-minute match. She said, hopefully I get 5 minutes with Emma next week, something like that.
Oh, Emma's wrestling. Oh, well, I enjoy that. Right. The thing is, though, like, she shouldn't, say that. She should say, oh, it took me 3 minutes to beat them. And maybe someone would go,
keep kayfabe alive there, Mike.
Well, they shouldn't really do that, I don't think.
I think kayfabe's dead, Mike, unfortunately.
But there's a funny thing about this match, since, when I get in from work now, I'll watch either 1 or 2 hours of Raw.
Yeah.
And I was making some toast, and it popped up. Or it was about to burn, actually. And I ran in, took it out, ran back in, and Nikki Bella had won.
Yeah, exactly, that's it.
No,
exactly.
I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
And it cut to, what did it cut to now? It cut to something I thought. It cut to the Money in the Bank, what's it called?
Oh, like the graphic of...
Yeah, the graphic of the title. I thought, what happened then?
Yeah.
I had to rewind it and then I thought, alright, that was quick.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame that it's like you've got 3 hours to fill of Raw. Well, and then if you've got all the other things, you've got several more hours, like SmackDown.
I don't think it's 3 hours, though. It's not like, you say it's 3 hours, but there's a lot of adverts.
Oh, alright then, you've got 2.5 hours.
I don't even think it's that, you know.
Well, anyway, you've got at least 2 hours, right? Then you need to fill that, and it's like they can't even have a Divas match longer than 3 minutes, yet NXT could have like a 10-15 minute Divas match, well, women's match, should say, or longer, and it's only an hour long. It's crazy how that works, but...
I don't know, I think there's a lot more... I'm not trying to think, but would it be a good match with... I'm not slagging off Summer Rae, but would it be a good match if it went on? Do you reckon they picked an opponent like that because of that?
No, because if you watch some of Summer's work, some of Summer Rae's work in NXT, when she was facing Paige and just everyone like Sasha down there, stuff like that, she was having excellent matches. So obviously it's not a case that she's not capable, it's just that she's not being allowed to, show what she can do, really, to be honest.
I see. She's too busy preparing a move.
Too busy what?
Appearing in movies.
Oh, right. She is with The Miz. So yeah, we can't really call that a good match, but it happened.
That's exactly my catchphrase.
Yeah,
It happened.
It happened. So then next we moved on to the Money in the Bank segment. Who was it that came out first? Roman Reigns, wasn't it?
Brilliant. Was it not Kane? Oh
No. Roman came out.
This
and then
was brilliant. This scene.
I actually did enjoy this. I was a bit like, oh, at first it Roman, and then it actually did step up, so I enjoyed it. Kane interrupts, basically saying that he was put in the match to secure the briefcase for the Authority. Ziggler then comes out to say he's going to win. Then we got
Truth coming out.
one of the highlights of the night. Like Truth, like when he's on point, he is absolutely terrific with his stuff.
It seemed real. That was the best bit about it. He seemed like he just came out and went, I conquered my fair ladders at WrestleMania. And then Gaines went, Truth, you're not in the match.
Yeah.
And then just Randy Orton and Dolph pissing themselves. Not Randy Orton. Dolph Ziggler and Roman Reigns pissing themselves in the ring.
Yeah, it was so funny that he just like apologises and then just leaves. It was like, no, that was so perfect. Like
it should have been. They should have put him in.
It might still be possible. Oh no, it won't because he's on. Yeah, I was going to say he's on the pre-show, isn't he? Unfortunately,
facing King Jobber.
King Jobber. So yeah. Anyway, that was one of my highlights of Raw. Actually, it was really hysterically funny. That was so good. So yeah. Truth then leaves. As soon as he leaves, New Day interrupts, claiming that Kofi's kind of going to win the case and it'll belong to all of them, playing on that hint of the Freebird rule. I love that New Day do this, actually. I know Adam's a fan of it as well.
Is this just before they faced Titus O'Neil and Darren Young? Is this just before their match?
No, it was before the Sheamus and Orton match.
Right, I'll say my thing later then.
Alright, cool. So yeah, anyway, they claim that Kofi's going to win, and then Sheamus interrupts, claiming that he's going to get the win. It's kind of the typical...
It's like they don't know that Roman Reigns is going to win.
Exactly. It was made me laugh. One of Kay's lines as well was something like, if anyone, you're the one that's least likely to win. It's like, alright, of course, that's true.
I love the predictions. I think JBL said Sheamus, and I can't remember if Michael Cole said Byron Saxton. I think Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
I think he's been on fire lately. It's like, oh god, I thought you'd say that.
Exactly. Like everyone's like saying, oh, let's pick the other ones to not make it obvious, and then Byron's the one that's saying it's kind of in a way obvious.
It's his commentary of sitting there and saying words. That's his thing. He's just sitting there and saying words.
So anyway, we get Sheamus out saying he'll win, and then Kane basically... This is a part I didn't like. And Kane was like, you're forgetting about one more person, such a thing. And then it just goes like silent while Kane's just like smiling at the Ram, and then Orton comes out. It was like...
He's not in the Authority,
Yeah,
this guy...
the feeling I got from it was like Orton was still kind of in the Authority, and Kane's like, you're forgetting about one person, and then Orton, he stood there waiting whilst Orton comes out with a grin on his face. It was kind of, I don't know, it just felt really odd to me. It was very weirdly done, unless Orton's music missed the cue or something, but it just seemed very odd the way it was done. So yeah, Orton then comes out, got a pretty big pop from the crowd.
As he always does.
As he always does. That's the weird thing about Orton. Like, people hate him when he's a heel, but then when he's face, like, usually gets pretty good pops as well. So, face pops.
But he's much better as a heel. It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. You can tell he enjoys playing the heel role more, but I suppose it is what it is with Orton, really. He's one of them characters that kind of works either way, and the crowd seems to love him and hate him.
Yeah, they respond to it quite well, don't they?
Yeah, he's been a pretty good character throughout, the past 10 years in a way, and the fact that he always draws a response, so that's great. So anyway, we had Kane pretty much saying that, Orton's match is up next with Sheamus. It was pretty much a repeat of last week's match, would you say? Like,
I didn't really enjoy it, to be honest.
No, it was the same as last week.
It was sort of like one of the matches where you're just waiting for it to end, it's bad, but like it was one of them where You knew that Randy Orton was going to win, and then
I don't think I've ever seen like a good Sheamus Orton match. They seem to be doing it. They love to go back to that match for some reason. No matter who's the face or heel, they just love doing that match. I personally don't enjoy it. I don't think the two of them have any chemistry in the ring, to be honest. They're both good performers individually, but together I just don't think they work well together, but maybe that's just my opinion.
I fully agree. I just think it's one of them where you just think there could have been any other match that they could have put on.
Yeah, true.
They put on that. I
Exactly.
didn't really get it.
No. So once again, the match ends in DQ, surprise, because I don't think they want to.
picked up the win.
Well, yeah, he did by DQ.
But why did Randy Orton let him DQ? I didn't get it at all.
Who knows with these two? I think it's a case of the fact they don't want to really put one over the other because they booked these two both really well, and I think they're scared of putting one over the other. But that's why they've done a DQ finish both weeks. Maybe it leads to a feud after Money in the Bank. I hope not, but who knows? We'll see with that. So once again, ends in DQ after a chair shot, and well, Orton gets the upper hand this time. Massive reaction to the RKO. That was pretty great to see that pop again, like we say that Orton gets. But either way, I'm just like you say a bit meh about this, but I suppose it builds to Money in the Bank. Hopefully we don't see this match again anytime soon, but I have a slight feeling we will be getting to see more of it after Money in the Bank, unfortunately.
It could be good, yeah, for now, though. Depends what they do with it.
Indeed it does. So, next after this, did we have a Rollins and J&J segment, or was that later on?
I think that was next year.
Well, anyway, we had the Rollins and J&J Security backstage segment. Basically, Jamie tells Rollins that Joey forgives him, which sets Rollins off. He pretty much tells him he doesn't need them. Jamie Noble then says, "Screw you."
Yeah, you've heard that.
And that it wouldn't be anything without the authority, which causes Rollins pretty much then putting himself in a match against them tonight. After Joey finally talks, which that was pretty. I don't know. It was a nice little moment.
Yeah, it was one of them where like you've waited for him to talk for that long, and then he talked, and that was quite good actually.
Yeah, so Joey pretty much says that they're gonna kick his ass tonight. I really liked that.
And they had a back and forth slap, which was quite good.
Yeah, they did, didn't they? Actually, that was pretty good as well. That was kind of what set Joey off to speak, really, didn't it? So when this match was announced, then I was pretty excited for it. I'm not gonna lie. It's not any secret that I'm a big fan of Rollins. I love J&J Security as well.
Yeah, they just broke Shield 2.0. They got a reference for that as well,
yeah,
which was good.
Did indeed.
Where they improved Shield, better than Dean Ambrose and better than Roman Reigns.
Yeah, like what was it? Jamie was like, "I'm an upgrade from Reigns." Like that was pretty funny. But yeah, we did get that match announced for later tonight. I was looking forward to the main event, so that's always good when you look forward to the main event. So anyway, I know our order may be a bit screwed up here, but we end up getting... Actually, no, did that happen? Because, no, I'm right. Anyway.
Go on.
No, ignore me. So yeah, next we get Kane versus Ziggler. I imagine you kind of enjoyed this one, Mike.
Oh, too right, I did.
So we got a pretty decent back and forth match for a little while between these two. Lana was stood watching on the ramp. Thought that was a bit awkward, but then it all came into, I suppose we came into light why she was stood there. Rusev comes out on his crutches.
I don't get the WWE crutches. They're so like 70s. It's unreal.
You do have a point there, actually. They are quite strange crutches, but anyway, I'm glad they're kind of keeping Rusev on TV through his injury. Obviously, they're going to kind of keep building this until maybe Rusev is fit to compete again.
Yeah, let's hope so. He is very good, Rusev, and I think they've got to do that though, haven't they? They can't let people forget about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think they don't want people to forget about the character, and I think, seeing as they set the thing off with Lana and Dolph, they're kind of at a point now where they can't just,
There's no return.
Exactly, yeah, so they need to keep Rusev on TV to make sense of why Lana's with Dolph, but anyway,
and then we had Rusev coming out, and he won't let Lana past him, and then she fell off the ramp, and then Ziggler came, tried to go for him, Craig just grabbed his hair, choked on him, and got the win.
He did.
Nice.
That was the first Kane victory I can remember in a while in a one match, so that was kind of pretty good to see. Ziggler didn't really look, bad in defeat. Rusev's still relevant. Lana did her role perfectly. The entire thing kind of played out really well. Kane's getting a bit of momentum, even though it wasn't a clean win or anything. But it's always good to see Kane get a win. So that was all pretty well booked. I enjoyed that. It was great. So moving on from that, was it next we got Harper and Rowan?
Was it not the New Day next?
No, that was afterwards.
Was that alright? Yeah. So we had Luke Harper against
Luke Harper and Eric Rowan against the Matadores.
Yeah. Pretty throwaway match, wasn't it?
It was the exact kind of match they had on, I think, Superstars last week. I think it was. I guess they realised people don't really watch Superstars, so they redid the match again. They did the 3D spot finish, which...
Yeah, the RKO with the finger.
The RKO. the flapjack kind of move and the cutter made famous by the Dudleys. Hopefully this is building to a return of the Dudleys versus Harper and Rowan, possibly at SummerSlam. I really hope it does turn to that. Especially with the kind of promo that they cut after the match. It seems like they're challenging somebody out there, so hopefully it is the Dudleys. I won't see why.
Yeah, it'd be quite a good, wouldn't it, though?
Yeah, I won't see why they're using that move if it wasn't for the sake of that, but I guess we'll see if that is the case. I really hope it is. So I'm just glad that Harper and Rowan are back together, to be honest. They work great together. They're such a good tag team. So hopefully it does.
Got a creepy effect, haven't they?
They have indeed. One thing I'm not a fan of is these patches they've put on Eric Rowan's boiler suit sort of thing. Did you see them? There's lamb fur or something.
I didn't notice that,
Yeah, they just look kind of odd. It looks very weird. You'll probably notice it next time that I've said it. I don't know. It's a minor complaint, but it just looks a bit odd in my opinion. So yeah, anyway, I do hope this turns into a feud with the Dudleys. Like I said, I won't see why it wouldn't with the use of the 3D as the finisher. So we'll see where this goes.
Yeah, we will. We had New Day next, didn't we?
We did. We had Big E taking on Titus. Great.
JBL's commentary before it. When they got in the ring, he went, "What do you say now?" Made another great football reference.
Did he?
He said it was about the Champions League final, and he just said, "I New Day got in the ring," and he went, "These are the best three frontmen since Neymar, Messi, and Suarez."
I missed that one.
Oh, it was brilliant.
But yeah, anyway, we got Big E defeating Titus after a distraction from Kofi. It was a great match for these two. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was quite good. I thought it was good.
I did enjoy it. Titus is a great worker, as is Big E. Titus has definitely improved a lot over the years, so I'm really enjoying his stuff with Darren Young. I think Primetime plays together are right for these two at the minute. I don't think they should be individual characters. But like I say, with that it was a great match, and after that immediately Reigns comes down. I forgot.
It was weird, that.
I forgot these two was fighting because it was announced earlier before the show it was on Facebook or something, so I forgot it was happening, so I was like, why is Reigns coming out? And then I realised,
what's his... to be put over a bit more.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, what's his point here? But yeah, we got it then. Pretty good match for these two. Kofi's a great worker. I think Reigns played off well from Kofi. I think these two put on a great match. Reigns got to show a lot of his strength, I think, against Kofi. As per. Lucky strong. So Reigns picks up the win after an awesome Superman punch to Kofi.
That was great that him finishing with that, wasn't it?
I like this. I like when they finish with moves that aren't finishers. I think it kind of takes away the credibility a lot of the time when they're not going to get a win with a signature move and they always go for pins. But I think it kind of justifies it when they get wins off moves that aren't finishers. So I did enjoy that because, I mean, let's face it, that move should be enough to keep somebody down where you just like punch someone in mid-air after they've dived off the springboard. So, like I said, I enjoyed that finish. Thought it was great. I didn't mind Reigns getting the win.
When he needs to get the win in their matches, though, don't he?
Exactly. So I didn't mind that really at all. Thought it was, like I said, a great match. I feel like we missed out the Miss TV segment. We did actually.
Oh, we did.
So
that was brilliant. That happened. I forgot
that happened before I think Harper and Rowan's match. So we'll just put it in here anyway.
Oh, that was brilliant. I enjoyed every second of that.
It was actually great. I was thinking, like, oh, here we go, Ryback and Big Show. It's going to be a bit of a bore fest, but actually...
The Miz was just trying to turn them on each other, and it was just so funny.
Miz is so great. He's like...
He's going to be the new Paul Heyman in one of the titles.
He's one of them that can still draw great heel heat, so... I love Miz for that. He's so great. He's like Vicky Guerrero in the fact that people just really love to hate him. He works so well as a heel. So yeah, he had a great like promo with Ryback at first before Big Show came out. I was really enjoying Ryback, which is unusual for me to be enjoying Ryback.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that was great. Big Show comes out. He also kind of cuts a pretty good promo. Fight breaks out with all three until Ryback...
Miz attacked Big Show first, though.
Well, he did,
started hammering him with a mic.
Yeah, that was pretty funny as well. It was kind of the tension there, wasn't it? Big Show saying he always kind of hated Miz in their tag team. I was
glad...
was
the worst tag partner he'd ever had.
Yeah, I was glad they brought that up, actually, because like we were saying, I think, last week, it's like, they used to be partners. Why would Big Show hit him? But I'm glad they actually back reference something, which is something they don't do.
Didn't they?
Yeah, true. They don't usually do that though with a lot of things, so I was glad to see them actually do it. So yeah, fight breaks out, and Ryback kind of gets the upper hand on Big Show with a massive shell shock. Surprised they gave this away before the pay-per-view. I thought they may have saved that for the finish on the pay-per-view, but I suppose we got
that he can do it though.
Well, yeah, true. Maybe they wanted to test the waters, see if he could pull it off. But yeah, crowd loved it. Got a great reaction after that. Really got the crowd pumped. It was a great segment, all in all. I wasn't really looking forward to it, but it turned out great. So that was awesome. No pun intended.
It's quite good, that.
It was.
There you go, so I dig.
So anyway, we get to our main event. Like I said, I was really looking forward to that. J&J Security versus Rollins. Kane's out at ringside, which was kind of a bit confusing because I think they still want to keep Kane as a heel, yet there's J&J was kind of playing the face role in the match, but yeah, whatever.
Mr. Dean was sitting in the crowd, which was good.
Indeed, Dean came out after Roman's match. I've actually, I don't know, I'm warming to this bromance thing or whatever. It was Roman and Dean.
Heel.
I know exactly. This is why I'm I don't know, warming to it because I just feel like there's going to be some sort of a payoff with this. It's going to go really well.
It'd be so good if he does turn heel.
It would be great. I would really love that. I think Roman needs it. So
is there too much of a build to it though? Is it too obvious for him to turn heel?
This is the thing. It does seem a bit obvious. So will they not do it? But I guess we'll find out on Sunday if it's going to happen any time. I think it will probably happen on Sunday, but we'll discuss that on our pre-show anyway. So yeah, Ambrose in the crowd. I really enjoyed this. I know they do the Superstar buys a ticket thing a lot.
Yeah.
Used to be like the
Yeah, used to do it
WWE
every
games
week.
and the cutscenes as well. And they used to do it on like every show you did in Universe mode. But anyway, yeah, they do use that kind of a lot, but I think this has been the best
It
use of
still
it just
works,
because
doesn't it, though?
Ambrose was so good. He did it perfectly. Tipping the popcorn and Rollins as well. Rollins
Yeah,
didn't
that was funny,
realise.
that.
That was
He was
pretty funny.
offering people popcorn, weren't he,
I
at the
know,
show as
yeah.
well?
He even like taps the security guard, didn't he? Like put the popcorn up to him, and he refused. But well.
She did refuse, yeah.
So anyway, the match ends surprisingly with J&J picking up the win over Rollins with a distraction
I thought
from
it was
Ambrose.
brilliant.
That
was
was
weird
great.
though. They held the ropes down, didn't they? And they still didn't win.
Still didn't win.
They should have. Well, I don't know if they should have won that way or.
I don't know. I quite like that because I think whenever they seem to do that finish, I know they don't use it a lot, but whenever someone does tend to hold the feet down, they always get pinned by it. So I think it was good to see someone not get pinned, considering he was the champion as well. But anyway, I really love the match from these two. Fantastic showing from J&J. I'd love to see them as kind of like a permanent tag team for a while.
Yeah, quite good. It's weird though that you don't remember them. Like, they were really good at one point, you know.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Like when he was in with Johnny Nitro.
Yeah, exactly. They was great.
And who was Jamie Noble with now? Jamie
the Pitbulls. The
Pitbulls.
Yeah,
I was just saying the Bulldogs.
No, the Pitbulls. Yeah, but Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury are both fantastic wrestlers. I really like seeing them get a strong showing. It was a really fun match. Saw some people bitching about Rollins losing. It's like, please, seriously. It's like
it weren't a clean win, was it?
The whole point of his kind of character anyway is the fact that he wouldn't be where he is without the Authority. So the ending made perfect sense. I don't see what people's issues with it are, but you're always going to get people that moan at everything. I've been very positive about this Royal, have you know? So, I would say great match from that. Rollins does get the loss. J&J looked like, I don't know, they had the best nights of their life. It looked like they were loving it. It was great to see them getting the win. Rollins thought he had his title back.
That's why he lost, didn't he? Give him the title.
Yeah, exactly. And then Ambrose is behind him waiting, and once again, he did very brutally took it off him, hits the dirty deeds, and he takes the title again pretty much. I think it's
at top of the ladder as well, didn't he?
He did.
In the ring.
He did. That was great for photography as well.
Yeah,
might even be our thumbnail for this episode.
Yeah, it must be. There you go. And just the thumbnail. Everyone else has been on two of them.
So, yeah, that was great. I am looking forward to Money in the Bank. I think Ambrose doesn't even need to win the title with the way he's been stealing it. It's been great.
Yeah, but how's he going to win it? How's Roman Reigns going to turn heel?
True. This is facts. Well, I guess we'll have to see more what happens with this. Like, say, we'll discuss it on our pre-show. Hopefully, we're all here for this one. Lay our predictions down.
Yeah.
But I think that does pretty much sum Raw up.
A good Raw.
It was an amazing Raw, but I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. I don't know what I'd rate it actually. Probably around a 6 or a 7. No, because come on, they could have been a lot better.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
There was things that let it down, but nonetheless, it was still very enjoyable. So yeah, it probably would be a 7. Seems reasonable.
All lives as I then, doesn't it?
Yeah, so with that, thanks a lot for listening, guys. We do hope you enjoyed it. Just before we do leave you, we'd like to give our friends over at ProWrestlingPowerhouse.com a shout. They are great, as you know, if you're a regular listener. I'm a big fan of their website. They have great articles up there all the time. So be sure to go and check them out. They've got some great stuff on a possible Steve Austin versus Brock Lesnar feud. We've got a great article up on Kofi Kingston in the Money in the Bank ladder match. There's just some great stuff over there, so please check them out because they are great. Or don't if you don't want to.
Yeah.
If you don't want to check them out, you don't listen to me. But anyway.
Don't listen to you anyway, do they?
Exactly.
Your anti-Cena predictions.
And once
Anti-Cena
again,
propaganda.
thanks to our Podbean listeners as well. We do love you over there, as we love all our fans. So thanks a lot for listening. Be sure to tune in to our payback. God, I'm stuck in the past there. It's Money in the Bank. Be sure.
You don't know.
Exactly. Be sure to check out our Money in the Bank preview, which will be coming up before the pay-per-view on Sunday. Thanks a lot for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Cheers.
You've been listening to the 3 Count Podcast. Be sure to tune in next week for more weekly wrestling roundup.